Peace and blessings. Namaste to all light warriors, workers, and everything in between. It is I, Sophie, today with a very quick message of encouragement to all of you light warriors and workers, especially those of you who have been participating with me to get these manifestations, prayers, and meditations done for the optimum timeline of our world, okay, up into the equinox. Many of you have heard the call and have written to me personally asking me what it is that you wanted to pray or manifest or should be manifesting. And I told you, and you joined in this group. So I am so grateful. Oh my God, so grateful. There is no greater love than a man that lays down his life for his brother. That was a teaching of Yeshua, and I try to live by that. Okay, because I know that love is the most selfless act that you could ever have. So for those of you who took the time out, we only have one more day, okay? Keep on that positive vibration. Keep on that love train. Keep on that manifesting those prayers. Get your voice out there. Let Source know, let God know that you're hurting behind what's going on in this planet, and you will get answered, okay? So I want to give you the update on what happened last night. I did a video telling you guys that I was going to go out when the moon hits the apex last night and blow my shofar horn, okay? And this was something that I used to do. I used to have in practice when I lived in North Carolina because I had this land in my backyard. The shofar horn has a very powerful resonance, it's loud. I got out of the habit of blowing it because when I moved to Tennessee, they had different noise ordinances and the houses were closer together. So it's been sitting, there for a while. I tried to practice a little bit before I went out last night, but whatever. We're still going to get it done because it's the intention, right? It's the heart. So when my husband gets home from work, I let him know and I say, hey, I got to go blow this horn. I need to go out into an open field where there's no houses around. And, I wanted to say my prayers. And then I wanted to go ahead and blow the horn. And then my husband says, okay, what time? And then I tell him what my plan was. And he says, I got a better idea. Let's go to the river. And I said, okay. We're both water signs. We like it. So fine. So we go out and drive down to Riverside. And the moon is up and it's glorious. And I'm headed into Riverside in the middle of the night, which I'm expecting nobody to be around. And when we pull up there, there's nothing but cars. There's cars to the right, there's cars to the left. And I'm sitting in the car with my shofar horn. And I look at my husband, I say, we got to go somewhere else. I can't do this in front of all of these people. Let's go back to the field. My husband put the car and parked, and his countenance changed. And he looked at me and he said, why do you care that there's people around here? You came here to do what you needed to do. Half of them are dead already. I need you to go out there and blow your horn, goddess. I sat there. It wasn't what he said, it was how he said it. What he said was, pay anybody no mind, pay them no mind, and do what you have been led to do. But what I heard was, be obedient and let the dead bury the dead. Yeshua. He said, get it done. So I look at him, I roll my eyes. It makes me sick. And I get out the car and I got my shofar horn. And I start to walk down these stairs right in front of the water. Now, there is a cargo boat that's down there that has this light tower on it, like a flashlight, and it swings around sometimes. And because I was on that pier part, it shined its light directly on me. It didn't stay there, thank God, but it did. It shined its light directly on me. So here I am in the middle, in front of this lake, people around, shofar horn. I'm rusty as all get out. I know I am. And shofar horns are not easy to blow. It's similar to trying to play the trumpet, okay? You have to put your lips together and you have to push out with all of this air. And when it goes throughout, the sound is so majestic, though, that it resonates and it sends a vibration. This is what we used to do in North Carolina every new moon just to watch the ships. Those of you who identify with the shofar horn and that spirituality, you know that if you go out at night and you blow it, a ship can manifest. Okay, so we used to do this all the time. It was nothing. But now I'm out here and it's been a couple of years since I had the ability to blow it, and I got to do it. So I go in front of the water. I have my shofar horn. My husband, he stands on a platform, like one of the stairs that's behind me. He stands there with his head up and his arms behind his back like this. He looks like Morpheus. Legs spread apart, serious countenance, serious demeanor. Okay? And he nods his head. Do it. So I do. The first one comes out. Beautiful. The second one, because I covered all four corners, okay? North, south, east, west. The second one, I turn. I turn back to look at my husband. He smiles, nods his head. I turn to face him with the third one, and it goes like this. Sounds like cow farts. That's what it sounds like, cow farts. And then I go to this direction, and the same thing. I try it again. I try it again. Can't get the sound out. This is when my husband smiles. Yeah, he laughs at me. No big deal. We laugh at each other. That's what we do. So he smiles, he steps down, and he says, "You're blowing it wrong." And he grabs it, and he does the last two. Loud and powerful, as if he's been doing this and playing this his entire life. It was something to see. So after we get done, I'm sitting there, when I'm sitting there, I'm looking at him, and he has the shofar, and he gives it back, and he says, "Go ahead, blow it again." I take a deep breath, and I blow it again, and this time mine sound like his, and he says, "Good job." The moral of this whole entire story is, I was getting ready to walk away because my ego was being threatened in front of these people. I knew that I didn't perfect the sound, and it would take me practice. And the only thing that I could think about while I was out there is that these people are going to look at me, judge me, and laugh at me. My husband gave me his strength. He spoke words of life into me and gave me the energy, the confidence that I did it. The way that he said to me, "If you're called to do this, go out there and get it done, goddess." He let me know that he had my back 100%, and that he had faith in what it was that I was doing, and that he was supporting me 100%. Why is this important? Because divine pairings are designed to do just that. When one falls weak or short, the other one is there to lift them up. And sometimes it does take two. Sometimes it takes both of you in alignment to get something done. I saw my husband standing majestically behind me with his arms behind his back and his chin up, looking directly at me and sending me energy and saying, "You got this. You're called to do it. You got this. And I got you." Try not to take the people in your life for granted, whether they're friends, families, or spouses. Divine pairings, they operate as one. When I was struggling, my pair came to rescue. When I was in doubt, my pair spoke words of life. When I was in my feelings, my pair cut my ego. That is a love that we all want and deserve and can have and will have when we are in our right alignments. It taught me another lesson. That type of love covers you, and love covers a multitude of sins. Okay? So, when my husband covers me, he not only covers me in my acts of my meditations or my prayers, he protects my energy fields. He protects our home. He protects our business. He stands in his power, and he is strong enough to let me stand in mine and not try to challenge it or not be intimidated by it. He knows who he married. You have to learn your spouse. And you have to know when it's okay to share the crown, the power, or the responsibility. And you have to be willing to work together sometimes to get things done. Our divine masculines are natural protectors, and it's a beautiful thing when the women can get to speak or get to sing or get to dance, and you know that nothing is going to hurt you because the man that is in your corner is not only tapped into the divine, but is operating on such a high level of consciousness that y'all put a force field around you and nothing permeates through. We were able to get it done. It was hilarious, but we got it done. And it took both of us to get it done. Who loves you enough to do that? Who stands in the gap for you? Who protects you? Who will travel to the pits of hell for you? When we learn to love on that level, the universe opens up. I didn't understand how deep love could get until I had to fight for it. My husband taught me a lot about unconditional love. And I am grateful to him. And I am grateful to the Creator. And I am grateful for all of you. I am Sophie, and I love you all. Bye.